go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good.
See, right from the launch, we're glued to the black and white televisions. And the excitement level for me was incredible because I really wanted to be an astronaut long before Sputnik went up. And, you know, by watching the TV, I was vicariously heading off to the moon.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6.
My dad worked in a see, who was it back then? United Farmers milk production. So wasn't bringing in a big a big paycheck every week, but we had to go out and get that new TV that had a nice clear picture, and then we used that as an excuse to keep it in the kitchen.
I think most of the excitement that I remember was as they were going to the moon, the 3 days it took to travel to the moon, just the build-up that you could just feel all around it. It was in the media, on TV. Everyone was talking about it, obviously. It was the news. More so even than the Mets that year.
I was thinking about my grandmother because, you know, I mean, she was also watching this thing, and I was just trying to imagine what she was thinking. I mean, going from the horse and buggy age all the way to people heading to the moon. And that even made me more in awe of what was really happening. Of course, as soon as they detached the lunar lander from the service module and went down to the surface of the moon, it was just glued to the TV. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Forward, 4 forward, drift into the right a little. Ready? Down a half. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
And I remember us sitting there and my mom telling us to be real quiet because we were watching it, and the lunar module would come down and it was skimming across the surface of the moon, and I remember her going, "Here it is, boys, here it is, they're gonna land, they're gonna land." And when they finally landed, she let out a whoop. I think that really startled my brother and I. It nearly knocked us to the floor.
And even though the pictures were blurry, you know, you could see it happening. It was just an amazing thing, and just, you know, whatever everyone was doing, everyone just stopped to watch when Neil Armstrong climbed down the ladder.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. At the foot of the ladder, the limb footpads are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. And they'll step off the limb now. That's 1 small step for man, 1 giant leap for mankind.
It was a blurry picture, but you saw him coming down and you could see him just sort of, it was almost like not hopping down, but just how he's bouncing off each rung of the ladder, and then he took that last step and there was just silence, and you just, oh my goodness, he's on the moon.
And when I listen to those tapes, I still get an emotional effect, you know, almost tears welling up in the eyes, you know, even today.
You know, but after seeing all this and seeing what you could do, I knew by the time I got into high school I was going to be an engineer.
Ever since then, it's one of the connections my mom and I have had, is talking about the space and all the, everything since then. Skylab and the shuttle programs and the International Space Station now. The strong memory, though, is getting woken up at 10:30 at night to come downstairs and be able to sit up and watch that.
airman from the planet Earth, first set foot upon the moon, July 1969. Became in peace for all mankind. Houston, Columbia,